Hello, Nigeria, and welcome to Inside Life. This is the Youth Enlightenment and Empowerment Program working towards youth and presidency so we can get good governance for our future generation. What is your story? Now, this is a press release from the Nigeria Police Force. Police crush two major human trafficking syndicates, arrest 11 suspects, rescue multiple victims. This has happened in Abuja, and the police have done well today. Now, I know it's a very long thing for so many people to read. Not be everybody sabi read, but you can listen to the analysis in case you don't know how to read, but you can listen and learn. So I need you all to listen to this analysis. Thank you. This is Inside Life, the Youth Enlightenment and Empowerment Program. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.
Okay, so let's unpack this. Today, we're looking at a really critical press release. It's from the Nigeria Police Force, dated July 14th, 2025.
Right.
And it details a major crackdown on human trafficking. Specifically, they dismantled two pretty significant syndicates.
Two distinct ones, yeah.
Exactly. So our mission here in this deep dive isn't just to, recap what happened. We want to really get into the awful methods they were using, who they were targeting, the vulnerabilities, and of course the police action that stopped them.
And it's interesting because you see different kinds of exploitation.
How so?
Well, one group was involved in child theft and these terrible baby factories in Enugu and Anambra States, just horrifying stuff targeting the absolute most vulnerable.
And the other?
The other was transnational, preying on foreign nationals, especially Ghanaians, it seems, using fake job promises, fake visas. Talking about Canada, apparently.
Oh, okay. So quite different operations.
Exactly. And that's what's kind of illuminating, I think. It shows the different power dynamics involved, from exploiting, forced births locally to this calculated international deception built on people's hopes for a better life.
That's a really important distinction. Okay, so let's start with that first operation, the child trafficking, the baby factories. This was Zone 13 Police Command, right? They ran a sting.
That's right. Intelligence-led.
What made this network so hard to get at? How did they manage to break it open?
Well, good intelligence was definitely key. It led them to arrest 8 suspects. People like Azoamaka Ani, Joy Madu, Victoria Onadu Akasike.
Okay.
And they confessed to a whole range of awful activities. Child theft, abduction, these illegal adoption schemes, running unlicensed places, essentially baby factories.
And in these places?
In these places, you had vulnerable pregnant women basically held captive. Their babies were forcibly taken right after birth and then sold.
Sold for illegal adoption. That's just horrific.
It is. And the challenge, is that these operations often tap into really deep societal issues. Poverty, sometimes desperation for children. It means they can hide almost in plain sight.
And their reach was quite wide, wasn't it? Across Enugu and Anambra States, you said?
Yes, strategically spread out.
And the victims they rescued. I mean, a 7-month-old baby, a 4-year-old child, and 2 heavily pregnant women who'd apparently been lured there from Ebony State.
Held captive specifically for forced births, yeah. And then the sale of their newborns. It just shows you the system preying on utter desperation.
Unbelievable.
Precisely. So the rescue operation had to be swift, very precise. And thankfully, these victims, including the infants and children, were recovered unharmed. They're getting care now.
That's crucial. It really shows the immediate impact police action can have.
Absolutely.
But while that was happening, the police were also dealing with something else equally sinister, a separate case.
Yes, over in Ondo State, the State Police Command there started an operation after getting a petition, actually, from the Interpol liaison office.
Interpol. So this was the transnational one.
Correct. Dealing with suspected transnational human trafficking, this led them to rescue a Ghanaian national, David Anjarinya.
Okay, one individual rescued.
Initially, yes. But the investigation quickly identified and arrested 3 suspects, Hayford Maki, Awine Alex, and Kojo Felix. And what's really concerning is that these guys were just part of a much, much wider international trafficking syndicate.
So this was bigger than just those 3.
Oh, yeah. It shows how these criminal networks just adapt and, spread across borders.
Their method sounds incredibly deceptive, luring people.
Highly sophisticated deception, yes. They specialize in targeting people, especially from nearby West African countries, Ghana in particular, it seems. They use these elaborate but totally fake promises, jobs, travel visas.
Canada, you mentioned earlier.
Canada, yes.
Yeah.
That was the lure. And during the operation, they found an astonishing 39 additional Ghanaian nationals caught by the same group.
39 more. Wow. On top of David Anjarinya.
That's right. Nearly 40 people tangled up in this web of lies.
That's staggering.
It is. And many of these victims, they didn't have valid travel documents, or maybe their passports were expired. It just highlights how badly they were exploited.
And the conditions they were found in.
Found in distressing conditions, yeah. Often after enduring real hardship, deprivation. Thankfully, they're getting medical treatment now, too. The syndicate really weaponized hope, that universal desire for a better economic future.
So wrapping this up, what does it all mean for us looking at these two cases?
Well,
we've seen the Nigeria police force successfully disrupt two pretty entrenched human trafficking networks, rescuing victims ranging from tiny infants in these so-called baby factories
right.
to dozens of Ghanaian nationals who were lured by completely fake promises. The Inspector General of the Police, IGP Kayode Adiolu Egbatokun, commended the efforts, which really underscores, I think, a firm stance against these kinds of crimes.
Yeah, and if you look at the bigger picture, it really highlights the constant vigilance needed, doesn't it, against these complex, often global criminal operations.
Absolutely.
And it shows how critical good intelligence and swift police action can be in making a real, tangible difference on the ground. These aren't static threats. They adapt.
They definitely adapt.
Yeah.
Thinking about that adaptation, what stands out to you about how these specific syndicates zeroed in on such personal vulnerabilities? The desperation for a child on one hand, the dream of a job abroad on the other. And how can knowing those specific tactics help make us all, more aware, more vigilant in our own communities?